falling down, London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. It's falling, what'll we do? It's falling. Build it up with silver and gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. Build it up with silver and gold, my fair lady.
It'll never hold some little silver and gold.
Build it up with iron bars, iron bars, iron bars. Build it up with iron bars, my fair lady.
Iron bars will bend and break, and they take too long to make. Build it up with wood and clay, wood and clay, wood and clay. Build it up with wood and clay, my fair lady.
Wood and clay will wash away in a day.
What'll we do? What'll we do?
Get a guard to watch all night, watch all night, watch all night. Get a guard to watch all night, my fair lady.
What if he should fall asleep? Who would then the prisoner keep?
Get a dog to bark all night, bark all night, bark all night. Get a dog to bark all night, my fair lady.
What if the dog should fall asleep? Who would then the prisoner keep? What has this poor prisoner done? Prisoner done, prisoner done. What has this poor prisoner done? My fair lady.
He stole a loaf of bread, they say.
A loaf of bread?
That's what they say.
100 pounds will set him free, set him free, set him free. 100 pounds will set him free, my fair lady.
100 pounds? That's a lot. 100 pounds he has not got. Then off to prison he must go, he must go, he must go. Off to prison he must go, my fair lady. What a pity, what a shame, no one even knows his name. Off to prison he must go, my fair lady.
Dum dee dum 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 deedle dee deedle doo dum dee dum 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 E.A. Cochran da dee da 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 brum bum bee dee dee doo dee doo 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 Harvey Barron dum brum bum 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 dee 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 deedle doo dum dee dum 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 Dent R. Kalus do 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 dum 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 big dummy do 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 Matthew Lawrence. Hi, EA. I just wanted to come back one last time. Actually, it's, I guess, a never-ending time because I realized the last video I posted was supposed to be the end, and that comes in the deep future, and that's how all this ends anyway. Because, you know, some people, they say don't put any spoilers in this shit, but it's all right. It's all right. It's important. You know, that's how that ends. That's how that ends. No victory, no defeat, no shame, no humiliation. Yup, 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 yup. So anyway, as I sat here puzzling my future and realizing I was having a lot of fun doing these videos, I thought about it. And I was thinking about this movie I watched fairly recently, and we have the same influences because we grew up around the same time. And I know you love this movie too. It's called The Devil's Advocate, right? And at the end of the movie, what does he say? He says, "Vanity, my favorite sin." Right? So I started thinking, is me doing these videos now just simply some sort of vanity thing? Is it just taking me away from my magical mission or what I'm supposed to do, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? And again, I just sat there like a jigsaw puzzle trying to figure it out. And then I realized other things. I fucking realized so much stuff. And all this is because I started listening to you in the first place. And you helped me. You honestly did. You really taught me things, but it was always things that you were talking about and things that you missed. And I was thinking about, how did it all start in the first place? When was it that I stumbled on to the infomercial Satan guy and then began listening to him like an OCD sort of thing when I was drinking coffee? Because like I said, pimple popping videos, chiropractic MSR crack videos, Bob Ross painting trees, talking about painting trees, and infomercial Satan guy ranting about the 9 demonic gatekeepers forever and ever and ever and ever. So the reason why was because forever I wanted to do my own magic broadcast, my own magic channel, something. I wanted to teach things about magic. I wanted students. I didn't have any students, and I've realized I had to go to YouTube in order to do that. And when I said, all right, it's time to kind of check out what's out there, like what are people watching and all this. And then I quickly found all your stuff. And then I went, wait a minute. It's a guy who kind of vaguely resembles me. He's got my same sort of like wardrobe, kind of. He talks really fast like me all the time, but I'm naturally powered. See, I don't have any pick-me-ups, you know, though I like to smoke lots of pot. And that's fine because pot is natural. And even if it wasn't, I'd still be pretty good. And I'm not against unnatural drugs. What I'm concerned about is unnatural magic. Because the most powerful magic is always natural, and it's always the magic that exists within you because you are the operator. And I said, you know, this dude has cornered the market. And if I pop up now, they're just going to think I'm an imitation, just like so many other things. Just like when, this movie came out a long time ago in like 2008. It was a big hit. But I had to wait some time before I saw it. I was so geeked to see the movie. I was a big fan. I can't wait to see this. It's going to be awesome. But I promised my friend I would see it with them, and they were on vacation. So I had to wait 3.5 weeks. And I'm a giant movie fan. So this movie came out, huge hit. Everyone loved it everywhere. It was like the biggest thing. And then as I'm waiting to see it, day after day, people start calling me. Old friends, people I haven't seen in a million years. They call me and they're like, hey, dude. I'm like, what's going on? What's up? And they're like, did you see that movie yet? I'm like, no, I got to wait. What's up? Just call me after the movie. And then the next day, someone else I hadn't talked to since forever called me, hey, man, what's up? I haven't talked to you in a long time. Oh, hey, what's going on? He's like, hey, man, did you see that movie? And then the calls just kept coming. And then my friend finally got there back from the vacation. And then we ate some mushrooms. And then we went and saw the movie. And then I saw the movie and I went, God fucking damn it. Now no woman will ever fuck me again. Because they're all going to think I'm some lame guy doing a stupid fucking impression all the time. But I've been like this since I was a kid. And like I was saying, if we were kids from the same neighborhood and grew up around the same time and all such, you would understand that too. So now I am trapped in this weird thing. Not only with that, but with all my other masks. Because when I get out of my own self to go pretend to be someone else and speak a different way and not be myself and not be like Robin Williams all over the place, that's when they're masks. But every single time I assume a mask, some other movie comes out and they're like, hey, you're pretending to be that guy. Why don't you be yourself? And I'm like, all right, I'll be myself. And they're like, no, you're pretending to be that guy. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to pretend to be someone else. And they're like, that's a movie too. So the silly chaos that we wrought or writhe or however you would say that about yourselves. So anyway, I was thinking about that movie and The Devil's Advocate and other things. And I was puzzling about that movie because, there's lots of fan fiction, fan film theory kind of things on YouTube. And they always realize that, it's really clear. He's going after the mob the whole time, right? And there's a deeper thing in there. And we know there's a deeper joke in there, but nobody can figure it out. And I sat there puzzling. And then it all just came clear. And it has to do with me watching Halloween 3 a lot. Because Halloween 3, it's all about, evil, old school Celtic witch who, is a prankster and he's got to tell jokes and he's kind of like that character too. And his theme song is London Bridge is falling down, London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. And I really, and then I went, wait. In that movie, they said, we're going to take the character. The big Hollywood movie. They said we're going to take that character and we're going to go back to his essence. So what are his 3 main essences, right? First one, obviously, an instrument of gambling. And there's all that gamble stuff in there. And that's why that first mobster he takes out, that one black dude, his name's Gamble. It's very, very deliberate. And then there's the other thing where, he's telling his stories about the scars, right? Well, the Fool is also him, and the Fool's in tarot. And, it's classically, a lot of people say the Zeero is the beginning of the sequence, and then you follow Zeero through the sequence. The Fool leads you through the whole sequence to teach you a story. So as he's taking out mobsters one by one, he's telling them the story. And the thing is, we only hear 3 of these stories. First one's with Gamble. Second one is with Rachel about his wife and blah, blah, blah. And the third one, he's going to tell, that one guy who's dressed up all silly. But he's like, I know how you got these scars. You know, that guy? Yeah. Great physical character, not great voice. And man, it's funny to make fun of that because, I mean, that also adds to the movie too. But Bale didn't realize that, but that's what happened. When he finally kills the one vigilante Batman and leaves his corpse looking like a clown, he makes it clear that Batman's dogs are the clowns. And that makes Batman look more like a clown. So then you realize, started thinking about this. Okay, London Bridge, all this shit. And then I realized, like, all the times that he's in the movie and he's kind of like, dum, 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 deedle, dum, dum. And he's kind of like, that's deliberate too, because he's just singing little bits and pieces of London Bridge, right? And London Bridge is like, it's like a chunk of a song and it stops. Chunk of a song, stops. Just repeats forever and ever until the ride stops and everybody gets off. And then it all starts again. So it's like, there would be London Bridge and then like a part of the song. And then another part, and another part, and another part. And the it would be the name of another character. And then if you figure that out, then you realize that person's whole thing is all connected to that. So then I laid it all out, and I wrote it all out, and it was the most brilliant, simple joke of all time. And I'm here to sing it to you. Yay. I am here to sing it to you. This is what you've been waiting to hear for so long, and you're gonna fucking love it. But before I explain it, know that there are other things in this movie that I'm not telling, because like I said, a good teacher takes you about 90% of the way and you got to figure out the rest. But I gave you all the keys, and if you cleverly watch the refilm, you're going to figure it all out. And someday, if you don't, I'll tell you anyway. All right. But I did want you to know. So anyway, I was watching your videos, all of them, and I was thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And I said, oh, the people are watching this and blah, 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 blah. And I want students and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? And then the universe is like, dude, you got to help this guy who's going to get in trouble someday. And I don't even understand why. So I'm going to watch all your videos and blah, blah, blah. I'm getting all this information. And then I'm like, you know, eventually he's just going to vanish. And then because he's going to mess up, and then YouTube's going to not like him because he's pushing on natural magic and all this stuff and whatever. And that's, you know, that's a different debate. But I said, one day this guy's gonna go, and then it's gonna be wide open field, and then I'll feel safe going on, and maybe I'll have to change my clothes and get a haircut and tone down who I am and all this stuff so they don't think I'm like you and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? One time I went to a club. I did. I went to a club. I walked in this club, and this girl at the bar, she looked at me like, oh, that guy's really cute. I want to talk to him. And then this jealous guy next to him who like leaned in, and he saw me, and then he saw an opening and went, yo, EA. Like that. And I was like, what? I didn't understand. And he looked at me funny, like I didn't know what he's talking about. And because I didn't. And this was like 2017 or something. I want you to know that that woman could have been my wife. And you took her from me because they thought I was you. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you drop an avalanche of boulders in a lake, it has repercussions of weird shit. You disturb the wildlife. And when not only that, you go out of your way to be, I want to be a teacher for everybody. And someone like me walks up and says, all right, I volunteered to be your student. I'm going to drink coffee and listen to you rant forever. And I want you to know I showed you that respect. I really did. I never commented once on any single fucking thing you ever did. I just kept my mouth silent. Just imagine if some dude walked up to you off the street, sat down Indian style and said, I want you to talk nonstop for 3 weeks. And I want to hear everything you said. I did that. Your parents didn't do that. You had to pay a therapist to do that. You've had girlfriends and stuff that have done that because that's different. But this is the sort of thing. See, I want you to understand that I listened. So now that the tables have, I'm not going to say they've turned because it's just a coin flipping, but now it's your turn to listen to me. Because if you think listening to me for fucking like 2 hours is like horrid, I just listened to you for fucking 3 weeks straight. Come on, man. So anyway, and like I said, I'm not slinging mud. I'm not making fun of you. And well, I'm kind of, you know, I'm going, hey, I got your nose. Hey, there's a quarter behind your ear. Nah, nah, nah. Ha. You know, like Pee-wee. I like Pee-wee. All that stuff. So the point is, I started thinking all this stuff. And I realized, like, who the hell is my target audience doing magic YouTube videos? The people doing the YouTube magic videos. That's it. That guy. That guy's my student. That guy. And how? But how would I ever get him to listen? How would I ever get him to listen? There just have to be like some weird opening. It'd have to be like when the rebels go after the Death Star and there's just that one little fucking like opening and somehow they know where it's at. And it just all happened and now I'm here and I know you're listening to me. And that's why I know you're going to keep listening to me, because I'm going to start publishing magic lessons just for you. And I want to always spring your name and talk about, oh, like we're doing now. And I'm like, oh, blah, blah, talking directly to you. I want you to know the magic lessons are for you. And also people like you. And also your buddies who don't understand my perspective. And I'm never going to bring them up. That's totally fine. Because once I kick this off, I'm just not going to like talk about this. This is going to be in the behind. And then I'm going to be the dude on YouTube talking about natural magic. And you're going to be the dude talking about unnatural magic. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be so fun. And I know we can riff on each other. And that's going to be fun because like you never even have to say I exist. I don't have to say you exist. And that's the joke we're playing. We're fighting for the soul of magic. We are. But we're both supervillains in our own way. And supervillains are frenemies. So know that. Yeah, we're not at war. Do you know who's our punching bag? Jesus. Jesus is our punching bag. See? We're on the same fucking team. Pop, pop, pop. Break the motherfucker's nose. Pop, pop, pop. Jesus bleeding on the flow. You know what I mean? Yeah. See, things can work because Jesus is our Batman, Harvey. Jesus is our Batman. So I'm here right now to give the biggest magic secret of all time. And it has to do with what I was talking about because movies are a branch of magic, because movies are magic, And I figured out the funniest, most important one of all time. And it also adds up to us and everything that we're doing and all this shit. So now I'm gonna get ready. And I'm gonna count from 5 to 1. And then I'm just gonna sing the joke of that movie. And then when I'm doing it with that, I want to compute all that for a second. And then I want to do my rendition of that mixed with Holland 3, which is the weird magical war that we're at war. We're fighting Jesus together, right? We're not at war. No. Because supervillains are frenemies. That's none of this shit. I just think you made a boo-boo. And I had to kind of publicly reprimand you a little bit like the principal of the high school. You know what I mean? So that's where we're getting at. So after I sing this song, and then I'm going to have another song, and it's all about what's going to happen for the future forever and ever. Because I think this is like what happens when a immovable object meets unstoppable force. I don't know which one's which, but it's going to be fun. You know what I mean? So, so this is everybody listening. This is going to be the birth of something beautiful. And I'm going to give, unlike you, EA, with unnatural magic and having, being a man Lilith and having people rub your belly like the demonic Buddha and out pops the demon that demonically possesses and send me $1,000. No, I give out free magic secrets. I don't have a PayPal. I don't have a Patreon. I don't want money. Even as a homeless man in the COVID apocalypse, over and over, people walk up to me and go, hey, here's a $20 bill. I won't take it. What do you mean? I don't want it. Why? I don't want it. Why? It's money. I don't want it. Get it away from me. Get the fuck. And then they get really angry. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to give you money. Like, get the fuck away from me. I don't want it. Over and over and over and over. It's been like this for years. It's either that or they walk up and they go, hey, bro, you got clear. That's it. And I'm like, hey, you guys, you should, I know you're sleepy because nothing makes you want to hit the pillow more than hitting the pillow. Knew you'd get that one. All right. Now that's not me. I just smoke weed. And that's another thing. That's another example. Everybody thinks I'm like that because I'm fast and I talk like Robin Williams. I mean, you see, and I recommend watching Popeye again with him. And also Toys is totally underrated. And Mrs. Doubtfire is the creepiest fucking movie of all time. And having to do that movie again, when you really think about how creepy it is, that's actually what drove him to suicide because he signed up to do it. It was the one thing he never wanted to do, and he went crazy. And I can't do it. Mrs. Doubtfire was his end, and it's so sad. Hook's a great one too. But moving on, EA. We're going to start the Free Magic Secrets show. The whole world's going to listen. Because that's all it takes. I don't need a shack. I don't need any of this stuff. All I need is Google Play, a voice recorder, a thing to make MP4s, and YouTube to upload them. And I'm never going to say anything insane or unnatural or any reason whatsoever that anyone would ever have a problem with the videos I do. So the videos will last forever and ever. Like amulets, the same way amulets last forever once they're activated, you know? Amulets are very important because they constantly radiate a thing and you don't have to hold it on you. It just has to exist. As long as it's in your mind, it has the power. But there's also inside crystals and such, there's a thing called paleoelectric energy that's interactive. So that's your custom-made EA special free magic lesson of the day. And I'm going to close this. I'm going to open this thing, and then I'm going to pull up the thing for the song. All right? Ready? Hold on. Da, 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 da. Okay, it's still going. All right, I just made sure. Okay, wait, hold on. Dum 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 deal dum 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 ding 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 dum dum deal dum da da dum ding do do do. Opening app, and it's got these words and stuff through text. Okay, now bear in mind, if you remember correctly, when he first went for Harvey at that dinner social, he thought that Harvey was Batman. So that's also what makes the song work. Ready? Spaghetti. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dogs chasing cars of clowns with their dogs after bats. Dogs chasing bats and clowns. Poochie, poochie. Bats chasing cars of dogs with his knights after clowns. Bats chasing clowns and dogs. Harvey, Harvey. Clowns chasing knights and bats with their dogs in their cars. Clowns chasing bats and knights. Maroney. Knights chasing cars of dogs full of clowns after bats. Knights chasing dogs and clowns. Jim Gordon. Dogs chasing cars of clowns with their dogs after bats. Dogs chasing bats and clowns. Poochie, poochie. Bats chasing cars of dogs with his knights after clowns. Bats chasing clowns and dogs. Harvey, Harvey. Clowns chasing knights and bats with their dogs in their cars. Clowns chasing bats and knights. Maroney. Knights chasing cars of dogs full of clowns after bats. Knights chasing dogs and clowns. James Gordon. Dum 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 deedle doo 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 doo. Zeero Xiron. Dum bum 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 bum. Doody doop doody doop. Dum bum 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 bum. EA Lantern. Dun 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 dun. Doo 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 doo. Rosy Skull Eyes. Doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. Witchy Fina. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. EA Pumpkin. Dun bum 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 bum. Rosy Skullhead. Bum ba 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 dee 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 dum bum 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 bum. Witchy Fina. Ta-da! Just remember, guys, supervillains are always the best frenemies. See you kids on the flip side.
We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. and I know. Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Better wait a minute. You better hold the phone. Better mind your manners. Better change your tone. Don't you threaten me, son. You gotta let her go. We're gonna do things my way, or we won't do things at all. You don't know what you're messing with. You got no idea. You don't know what you're looking at when you're looking here. You don't know what you're up against. No, way, no how. You don't know what you're messing with. But I'm gonna tell you. Straight. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm paid. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and it looks like you've been had. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, so get off my back, get out my face, 'cause I'm mean and green, and I am bad. Oh, yeah, I'm bad. Ooh. Wanna save your skin, boy? You wanna save your hide? You wanna see tomorrow? You better step aside. Better take a tip, boy. Want some good advice? You better take it easy, 'cause you're walking on thin ice. You don't know what you're dealing with. No, you never did. You don't know what you're looking at. But that's talk kitty, kid. The lion don't sleep tonight, and if you pull his tail, he roars. You see, that ain't fair. You see, that ain't nice. Know what I say of yours? Yeah. Oh. Watch me now. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm bad. I'm just a mean green mother, a real disgrace, and you got me fighting mad. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, gonna trash your ass, gonna rock this place. I'm mean and green, and I am bad. Don't you talk to me about old King Kong. You think he's the worst? Well, you're thinking wrong. Don't talk to me about Frankenstein. He got a temper? Ha! He ain't got mine. You know, I don't come from no black lagoon. I'm from past the stars and beyond the moon. You can keep the thing, keep the it, keep the creature. They don't mean shit. I got garden style, major moves. I got the stuff, and I think that proves you better move it out. Nature calls. You got the point. I'm gonna bust your balls.
London Bridge is coming down, coming down, coming down. London Bridge is coming down, it's off to Arizona. London Bridge is coming down.